may remember our next guest from back in the day doing it for the Vine, and now he's a nationally touring comedian with millions of followers across multiple social platforms. Joining us now is comedian Trey Kennedy, who's bringing his Grow Up comedy tour to Vegas. Good morning, Trey.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. R.I.P. Vine. That was like 10 years ago.
God, I know, but wasn't it, can we now say that those were kind of the good days? Were they still the good old days?
They were the good old days before influencers were running around harassing people on the streets. We're just making Vine.
Exactly. We're doing it for the Vine. Well, listen, I want to talk about your show here because I want you to describe to us and our viewers, who haven't had the chance to see you live, what your show is like.
Yeah, it's second national tour. We were in Vegas. The first time around, I had a blast. Had to come back. We're doing 2 shows at the Red Rock in my Grow Up tour. It's your comedy show. I do stand up, but we try to add some elements because people know and love me from all the video content over the years. So there's some video elements. There's some musical elements. We try to give a little bit more than just a guy with a microphone. But this Grow Up tour is a little bit more intimate look into how I grew up. My new experiences is now I'm a father of a 6-month-old boy. And so all that and more is just kind of I dive into on this hour. And we've been out to about 25 cities so far, having a blast. So excited to get to Vegas. Nothing better.
Absolutely. Now, you've had a lot of success both on stage and through your socials. So how did bringing comedy to social media help you transition into doing stand-up?
I was a kid with a phone making Vines in college, and that I got all these followers, and I was just very much discovering talent as I goofed off. And I'm a prime example of the benefits of social media, where I would have never ever tried stand up, let alone been touring the country for years now if it wasn't for social media, and I would have never had the courage to do so. So I built the following. People started telling me you could sell tickets to a show, and I'm like, what show? I've never. So I tried it. Long story short, having fun, and we're on the second tour. So it's been a crazy journey for sure.
Absolutely. Now, you kind of touched on this a little bit, but how do you exactly incorporate the content from your socials into your live performances?
It's both very different and the same. It's every day just trying to think of new ways to be funny, and with social media you put it out and it's gone. And with stand-up you can really spend months, years fine-tuning a joke. And I always say social media, I'm fighting for your attention, and in stand-up I've got your attention. You're in the room, you're watching me. So it's a different challenge in that people show up, they've given you the attention, they expect you to be funny, versus social media, you just got to fight for them to even watch any of your videos. So both are being funny. It's just a little bit of different strategy for both.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how would you, or who would you say rather, are some of your comedic influences?
Man, I grew up, born and raised in Oklahoma, real sheltered Christian little boy, so I wasn't even allowed to watch anything. My dad, like our TV time was just my dad would stand there and be like, watch this. So I couldn't watch all of the R-rated stuff or whatever shock comedy people all know and love that I love today. So a lot of my influences were like my youth pastor who wasn't funny, so I wasn't a good influence. And then, Everybody Loves Raymond was a huge one because my mom let me watch that.
Absolutely. Well, I can say that a lot of us here in Vegas are really excited to see you. And I can already tell you that I'm probably very much like the girls you make fun of for pumpkin spice lattes hitting on September 1st. So
let's go. It's that time of year. People are gearing up.
It is.
I make this fall video every year, and it's becoming like kind of a nightmare where I just start to get blown up on September 1st. Like, when are you making the fall video? I'm like,
yes.
Oh my God, it's going to be our 5th or 6th year of where I gotta put together a big ordeal and run around maple trees drinking lattes. So
well, we love it, and
plans.
We're really excited to see you. Trey Kennedy is performing 2 shows inside the Red Rock Ballroom at Red Rock Resort on Friday, September 15th, and Saturday, September 16th at 8 p.m. For more information and to purchase tickets, head to stationcasinoslive.com.